Malaysia. So our group has interviewed some people to know about their opinion about some issues regarding our national language, which is Bahasa Malaysia. So let's go to the interview section.
National Constitution 152 state Malay language is the official and national language. What are the effective steps to overcome the challenge of Malay empowerment as an official language, especially in learning season?
Okay, first of all, there is a reason why we need to put efforts to uphold the Malay language through education. The main purpose in this direction is that the Malay language is the national language, which is a tool of unity, the main language of communication, and the language of knowledge towards building the aspirations of a nation. The efforts to put the Malay language in the right place are implemented through several steps at the school. The main step is through the use of the language in teaching and learning, especially in science and mathematics subject. Quality Malay language teachers. And the last one is to expand the use of information and communication technology in Malay language. That's all.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Hidayah binti Maisa, Bachelor in Science Education from Proficiency. We start our interview. Can you introduce yourself first?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, I'm Nafiza binti Sharifuddin, a teacher from SMK Selinsing, Kerian, Perak dan Rizwan.
My first question: how they prefer their children be taught in English rather than Malay, because many terminology is easier in English. And for the student who majoring in STEM, STEM subject is more relevant writing their research paper in English. So how about the future of Malay language due to this situation?
It depends on the location. If you are in the urban area, parents, they prefer to have DLP or dual language program. So they will send their children to the schools that have this program. Actually, not all schools in Malaysia involved in this program. Only some selected schools. So this can be the main choice or the number one choice for these parents. And actually, it depends on parents' academic qualification or their SES, socio-economic status. If the parents are the professionals, so they will have this mentality. They prefer their children to be taught in English than Bahasa Malaysia, because they believe that to be excellent in STEM, in science and technology, you must be good in English, because they are interrelated. Especially when you are at the upper level, in the tertiary level, in university, in college. So most of the references are in English. So if you don't understand English, you have problem to understand all the terms or the terminologies. Okay. However, when you go to the rural area, it will be the vice versa. Okay, it will be totally different. The parents actually they don't really into English. What is more important, their children can understand the subject content, okay, rather than the language. But that is another case. So, how is the status, the future of our mother tongue in the future? So, of course, it will be threatened. So again, back to the authority, back to the Malaysian citizens, we have to work hand in hand to ensure the sustainability of Bahasa Malaysia, okay, of our mother tongue.
Thank you for your time and cooperation.
question. Yes. Based on your courses that you have been attended in cadet years with Royal Malaysian Police, what do you think about the usage of English in that particular courses in terms of facts and your opinion?
Yes, during my years in life as cadet, there was a certain lesson taught in English. For example, in martial art, for Tibetan, they're using English lesson for that martial art. So, for other example, for example, a global crime issue and some of the tactical drill, which is secret. So, we learn in English. It is good for some reasons that we can aware about the current issue shared around the world. But in terms of sovereignty of language, it should be translated in Malaysia. Because of what? Because not everyone can talk in English, can understand English. So I think we need to translate to Malay after learn about about tactical or other in Malaysian Royal Police. So I think we need to learn English, but we have to translate it also. Thank you for that question. Very good question. So, I think we should master in English because nowadays every country in the world using English for business, for their business. So, as an officer and also language person, I'm agree to using it for official or not official business, but I disagree for using it as mother of our national language or main language. So I think English is important language for us, but not for our mother national language. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Fazila binti Yatim. I had diploma in Public Administration UiTM and Bachelor of Corporate Administration from the same university. Then I applied for KPLI. And I got my teaching diploma. My option is pengajian Inggeris Sekolah Menengah. Currently, I teach Form 4 and 5. For second question, I don't think I have to be worried about it. I believe our national language will stand still and continue to be the language of unity. It is already stated in Federal Constitution, Perkara 152, that BM is our medium of instruction in government schools. As we uphold it, nothing to be worried about. Once again, then we need to look at MBI policy. I think government already has taken steps, because when you look at it, the system or the policy, let's take MBI as example. It's a good policy as it can assist, help, maybe to produce Malaysians who are easy and articulate in both languages. I don't think that we have to be worried about the future of Bahasa Melayu. I fully support the teaching of science in English, because by the end of the day, it will be benefited the student. Who matters the most? The students, of course. However, I know that English language mastery is one of the balancing students' readiness towards the learning of science subjects in English. And they will be grateful later, because after SPM, if they pursue their studies to matriculation or taking diploma, they will learn science subjects in English. The best thing, it will not make them confused because they have learned the terms before. Everyone has their opinion, and at times people have resistance to change. Well, change is pivotal, then we need to change in order to make Malaysia a great nation again. For the last question, enhancing Bahasa teachers' language proficiency by giving them proficiency tests by ADBP, maybe Dewan Bahasa dan Pustaka, to assist in upholding the language in order to improve the standard of the language itself. Ministry of Education should make Bahasa as a compulsory subject to take and pass in universities. Students fail the subject, they need to repeat and retake the test. The same thing happened like SPM. The same goes with MUET, right? So people will appreciate Bahasa more.
Thank you for that question. I think as a student, we need to learn more than one language. I can talk in three languages such as Malay, English, and Arabic. But as a mother of language or main language in Malaysia, I think we need to stay up for Malay language because from it is we need to love our language. We need to love our language. So such as Japan use their language for other business, official business or non-official business. They're using their language. So why not us? So I think we need to stay up for our language, Malay language.
As a Malaysian, okay, or as Malaysians, we must have the sense of proud to use our own mother tongue, especially with our family members, with friends, during our conversation, give more priority to use our mother tongue. For the government, they have the power to control everything. Through law enforcement, they can limit the use of English in advertisement, for example, on television, radio broadcasting, and so on and so forth. So it is actually everyone task to work hand in hand to ensure the sustainability of our mother tongue.
In conclusion, effort to uphold the Malay language need to be continued and supported by all the levels of society. At the same time, the authorities should be more sensitive and focus more on pursuit of the Malay language. The position of the Malay language will be more defensible if all parties unite to elevate the status of Malay language as knowledge for the sake of building of nation civilization.